What's up, Wikimaniacs? Today is May 1st, the start of Asian Heritage Month in both Canada and the United States. Both countries picked May for the same kind of reason, and in both, the story runs through the railroads. Also, happy birthday, John. Reddit on Wiki starts now. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reddit on Wiki. My name's Josh. I'm your host today, joined with the birthday boy, John. What's going on, buddy?
Hello. It's not for another 4 days, but it's all good.
We're celebrating Asians in more than one way today.
Yup. It's gonna be May.
But how's it going, buddy?
It's good, man. We're a little undermanned today. Sean does have appointments, unfortunately, so he couldn't make it today, but we're gonna try to make it alive and fun for the Wikimaniacs.
Yeah, it should be a good time. I've got some wild Am I the Asshole stories today.
What shirt are you rocking? I was curious. I was like, wait a minute.
I'm wearing my werewolf shirt.
They don't understand indeed, John.
They just don't understand me, okay? For audio listeners, I'm wearing a shirt of, I think it's supposed to be me looking into the mirror, and a werewolf is looking back. So that was sent in from a listener. I forget who, because Sean opened all the mail and then never told me who it was after he sent it to me. So if you sent this in, I appreciate it.
Oh my God. That's the joke that will never retire, it seems like.
I thought it'd be funny to wear the white boy shirt today. I was like, no, I can't do it on May 1st. That's disrespectful.
It would have been actually more appropriate. That could have called you racist all month.
That's true. I'll wear it for your episode.
Nice.
Monday. All right. Yeah. So like I said, today kicks off Asian Heritage Month, John. Both countries picked May, partly because of the railroads. Do you know much about this?
Not a lot, but I know there's a lot of contributions of I know the Chinese Americans did a lot of the construction in California and, throughout the continental US. So it's fun. It's fun hearing the contributions of my people in the Asian community,
Yeah, less fun, the actual details of it. But you are right. It was, when you say mostly, it's actually I think it was 90% Chinese workers. Working on the American Transcontinental Railroad, which was completed May 10th, 1869 at Promontory Summit in Utah. And there were somewhere between 15,000 and 20,000 Chinese workers that built the western half of the line. They blasted tunnels through the Sierra Nevada, often by hand. They worked through brutal winters in camps that got buried under snow. And many of them did die on the job. And to kick it off, John, to end that story, there was a famous photo where the two rails, because they built from west to east and east to west, and met it in the middle. So there's a famous photo where they met it in the middle. 0 Chinese people in it. All white people in the photo. So
interesting.
Yeah, that's whitewashing for you. But Canada has a very similar story. There was about 7,000 Chinese workers that built the western section of the Canadian Pacific Railroad in the 1880s, which cut through the Rocky Mountains. Now, they were paid on average 30% less than their white counterparts and given the most dangerous assignments. And this is the Canadian statistics. I don't know specifically what the American statistics were, but an estimated between 600 and 2,200 died during the railroad building. So, yeah, not a fun history, but it is something that is important to remember and talk about.
Absolutely.
Both our countries were culpable in this. So,
shout out to all our Asian American and Canadian friends and family, to the Pacific Islanders that's also celebrating this month. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so moving past the wiki section, John, is there anything you want to shout out for your birthday or for the show?
No, just let's do it for the show. RedditOnWikishop.com. Something is up there. We think
Could be the same merch as last week.
could be the same. Maybe for another week it'll be up, but something will be up there. Sean is pretty busy updating the store, unfortunately, and he has a lot of things going on right now, but something will be up. And I don't know if we have put a poll yet for what the next charity will be, but I'll figure it out and let the patrons know, so then that way they can vote appropriately. But best believe half of the profits of all our merch, except November, will always go towards a charitable cause.
That sounds good. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. And then everyone else in the comments, wish John a happy birthday. Say happy.
Thanks.
What is it? 50th? What are you at there, John?
I think I'm at 93 right now.
Oh, you're past octogenarian. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking great, buddy. You're looking great for 90.
Thank you. My bones don't feel it, but it's okay.
All right, John. Well, you ready to hop into the first story here today?
I don't know if I can hop in this advanced age, but let's do it, brother.
Okay, we'll take the escalator chair up to the first story.
I've always thought those were cool in the infomercials, the little stair elevator that old
the stair
people take.
elevator where you sit and you just go up.
I don't want that for me, to be honest. But I live in a single flat house, so I don't think it'll be appropriate for me.
Might not work out. I might have to get it for my new house with my stairs. All right, John. So this first one is posted by Embarrassed Stock 896 on Am I the Asshole? Title is, Am I the asshole for picking up my stepdaughter from school when she got her first period, even though her mom told me not to?
Did the mom just abandon the kid when they probably asked the mom first to pick them up? I'm gonna go not the asshole. The kid probably specifically asked, like, hey, I kind of have an emergency right now. Please send help. My mom won't pick me up. Not the asshole.
So, I, 24 female, am currently 6 months pregnant with my first biological child. My husband, 28 male, has a 10-year-old daughter from my previous relationship. Technically illegal, but it's more of a joke illegal.
People take that seriously sometimes.
I know, guys. When it's like less than 4 years, we're joking. We're kidding around. When it is like 32 and 22, it's like, okay, that's something to note in the story.
Yeah.
But this one's clearly we're joking about some of them.
We are a comedy podcast first and foremost, people.
Now, I love my stepdaughter very much and truly see her as my own, but I try to be respectful of boundaries and not to get involved in discipline. We mostly just have a good, fun relationship. Recently, something happened that has me second-guessing myself. My stepdaughter was at school when she called my husband saying she had a really bad stomach pain. She went to the bathroom and noticed blood, and my husband immediately realized she had started her period. He was stuck at work and couldn't leave, and her mom wasn't answering the phone call at first. I was home and also on the school-approved pickup list. I told my husband I'd be happy to go get her if he wanted, since she was clearly uncomfortable. Then her mom finally called back, and things got tense. She said this was a matter between her and her real mom, and that it was a special moment she didn't want to miss. I explained that her daughter was in pain and would be bleeding all day, but she said, well, she'll have to tough it out and use toilet paper until I can get there.
Wait, the biological mom said that?
Yep.
Oh, hell nah.
Yeah, fuck that. Wouldn't you just want your child to be taken care of?
Damn.
My stepdaughter was also saying the pain was too bad to focus in class. Her mom kept insisting she didn't want me involved and said something along the lines of, you'll understand when your baby arrives and you become a mom. Talk to me when your child has an important life event. Now, that comment honestly stung me. Then my stepdaughter called me crying, saying she needed pain meds. The school had given her pads, but she really wanted to go home and rest. Hearing her like that really got to me. My husband told me to go ahead and pick her up. So I did. I signed her out, took her to Walmart, got her ibuprofen and ginger ale, and brought her home. She took the meds, rested, and was doing much better. About 5 hours later, her mom called absolutely furious. She said the school could have handled it, that my daughter missed her after-school program, and accused me of trying to be a better mother than her.
I mean, it already worked.
The bar's low.
The bar is hella low.
5 hours is crazy. It's like you wanted her to tough it out and stick it out for 5 hours? What the fuck? She also said that we had an agreement about boundaries. I told her I wasn't trying to replace her, but that her daughter was in pain for hours and is now feeling better, which should be what matters. She responded with, "You parent your kid, I'll parent mine," and hung up. Now I'm stuck wondering if I overstepped. My husband says I did nothing wrong and he's glad I helped, especially since I understand what painful periods can be like, but her mom's words are really getting to me. So am I the asshole?
Hell no. That biological mom is such a fucking dick. Tough it out for 5 hours, let the school take care of it. Oh, she can get by with some paper. What?
Yeah.
Especially for a first time experiencing this. Yeah, the kid's probably, disheveled and not in her perfect. Look, I get a paper cut, I fucking cry. I can't imagine the situation where it's like, this is your first time, having a period. Possibly people and children are kind of like, oh, she's bleeding, blah, blah, blah. Like all the fucking societal pressures of that. Not to mention the pain that she's probably experiencing. And you want her to thug it out for 5 hours? First, I want to commend OP. OP, when writing this, all this scenario, she clearly knows where her place is at. She clearly knows where her boundary is. She understands like, hey, I'm a parental figure. I will never replace, being the biological mom. However, she let the husband handle the situation first. She waited to get a go signal from dad saying like, hey, I can't be present for my daughter. Therefore, would you mind helping out because you are in the approved list and my daughter's fucking hurting right now. Yeah. Can you please take care of her? And she stepped up. Fuck that bio mom, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm in the exact same boat. It's like, the husband clearly thought it was, pertinent that someone goes and gets her. He wasn't able to. So he sent, someone who has the ability to sign her out of school and who also knows about periods. You know what I mean? Like, it helps being a woman to be able to understand and figure out, what this girl needs in this time. Not saying that the dad wouldn't have been able to do that, but I'm just saying that it helps in this scenario. And so my advice would just be like, don't interact with her much anymore. Like, let your husband deal with her because that's not. Like, you did what was right. You did what you were, asked to do by the husband and by your stepdaughter. And I think that's all that matters. As long as she's comfortable and she's happy. It's crazy for her mom to be like, yeah, waited out 5 hours, toilet paper. She didn't even know about the pads the school provided. Yeah. She was just like, yeah, toilet paper for, 5+ hours, whatever it was. And you'll be fine. And then go to an after school program. Like, what are we talking about? You are terrible. If you can go, that's fine, but don't belittle OP for going to help your daughter out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why is the first reaction anger and animosity when it should have been appreciation? Like, hey, thank you for making sure my daughter is fucking doing well.
Exactly.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah. Reddit deemed not the asshole, and bop do wop said not the asshole. Your husband needs to call her and tell her he told you to do this. That he, as a father, hearing his daughter in pain, told you to go. And that if she has a problem with him putting their daughter's needs ahead of her wanting to have a bonding moment over blood, pain, and fear, but only at a time convenient to her, then she can take it up with him and not you. You did the right thing. Don't engage in this anymore. This is between your husband and his ex. Leave it to them. And that's...
Agreed.
Yeah, exactly. You have no, beyond the, polite interaction, you should have no interaction with her beyond dealing with the daughter. That's about it.
Yeah.
So
the only approval that you need right now is your stepdaughter's, because now she knows that if anytime she's in need, there's someone that's going to step up for her to help out. And you did exactly that, OB.
Exactly. All right, John, let's move into the second one here, which I chose specifically for you.
Ooh.
And this is, and not nothing job related, very little to do with food, but I want to shout out John's Poverty. Go check it out at John's Poverty on Instagram, TikTok. Is that it? YouTube?
I think I uploaded YouTube shorts, but I'm like, whatever with that.
Okay. This one's posted by Odd Conversation 5457. Title is, Am I the asshole for refusing to give a micro-influencer free coffee upgrades?
No. Fuck influencers, bro. I fucking can't stand the fucking... Oh, the entitlement of some of them is crazy.
Yeah. And I don't know what specifically a micro-influencer consists of. Probably us.
Probably probably like less than 100,000 followers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's
I think
maybe
we're technically micro.
100,000 might be higher, I would think. I was thinking 50,
Maybe.
but you might be right.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I, 22 female, work as a barista at a small local coffee shop. We have this regular, Megan, in her late 20s, who has like 15,000 Instagram followers. She comes in almost every day, orders this super complicated latte, then asks for extra syrup, oat milk, and whipped cream for free because she promotes the shop on her stories. My boss has no formal dealing with her, so technically it's against policy. I've let it slide a few times when it was slow, but last Saturday we were slammed with the line out the door with 2 callouts, and I was solo on the bar. Megan orders, I ring her up normally, $6.75. And she goes, just add the oat milk and vanilla for free like usual. The balls. The balls to do that. I told her I couldn't today because my manager was watching the cameras, which was true, and had already been warned about giving freebies. She said really snottily, fine, I'll just take my business out elsewhere. Then pulled out her phone and took a photo of me mid-reaching for a cup. Before I could even say anything, she posted on her story, quote, shop name has the worst service barista named, insert my name, and was rude for no reason. Don't go here, end quote. Bitch.
At this point, I'm spilling hot scalding coffee. I'm saying, I tripped, my bad.
Rate me for that. Within a few hours, her followers left 3 one-star Yelp reviews specifically naming me, and 2 people came into the shop demanding discounts because according to them, they saw what I did. My boss reviewed the security footage, laughed, and told me I did nothing wrong. But now a couple of my coworkers say I should have just given her the $1.50 upgrade to avoid the drama and the bad press. The owner is staying out of it, but Megan keeps commenting on our Instagram posts with, remember when your staff harassed me? I feel like I was just doing my job and enforcing policy she knew about, but the shop lost a few regulars who saw her story, so maybe I should have just let it go. Am I the asshole?
Fuck no. Continue doing that, actually. Fuck I hate Look,
I think there are some influencers. I'll say that.
I was gonna say that. Are there some great ones? Absolutely. I fucking love Keith Lee. I love what he's doing for small businesses. Shout out Sam's POV in my local area. He's doing a lot of phenomenal
Is
things.
he the one that does like the like goes to an empty restaurant kind of thing and promotes them? Yeah, that's a sick one.
That's
like
awesome.
Yeah.
I fucking love what he's doing for the local community. Dinewood Kent, another person who's someone I love seeing them interact and just try a bunch of new things. There's actually this one content creator that I follow. What he does is he actually makes fun of influencers like this. Shout out Daddy Snacks. I love how he blasts on these people are so fucking entitled. I understand, like, some people need to make money. Completely understand. And social media is just one of those things where you can make significant amount if you do it right. However, unless it's written in a contract that you get set amount for your services, or it's listed somewhere in fine print that you get all these perks, bitch, you ain't entitled to fucking anything. And at the end of the day, these people are just here to do their goddamn jobs to fucking provide you with a service. And just because you get a service doesn't mean you're above them. Fuck all y'all entitled ass influencers. If you really want to do some good, use your fucking platform for good, you bitches.
Yeah, exactly. It's when they use it for negative, unless there are cases where it's like warranted for negative press on, like if there's a restaurant that's just horrible like people, then sure, call that out, but do it, in a respectful manner and use your judgment to know when it's the right kind of call out, I think. Or just don't promote them, don't talk about them, just don't go there. Like that's fine too. This is like you're picking on a minimum wage employee who is just doing their fucking job. Like that's what rubs me the wrong way. Is like some of these even micro influencers can make a decent amount. This bothers me because it's like you're probably making more money than this person doing like food reviews, which is like don't get me wrong, a talent and a skill. I'm not I'm not taking shots at you, John. I
make zero money with this shit. I spend a lot of money fucking eating.
No, for sure. But I'm just saying, like it is a skill, and to like review, edit, do all that kind of stuff. I'm not downplaying that, but it kind of feels wrong when it's like the person doing the hard manual labor for an 8-hour shift is getting paid way less than you, and you are, belittling them to thousands of people. It rubs me such a wrong way, and I hate that so much. So I think not the asshole for OP.
Completely agree. I'm also gonna take a jab on the followers too while I'm at it.
Yeah.
There's one thing I cannot stand about like the food, content creation scene. It's like I don't like it when people have like opinions on things where they haven't even tried it. I always encourage people just to be like, hey, just because I say something is not good for me doesn't mean that it won't be someone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or if I say something is like, oh, I fucking enjoyed this, the next person can be like, not my shit. My opinion doesn't supersede yours, and vice versa. Like, form your own fucking opinion. Stop being a goddamn sheep and like formulate your own shit. Just because someone said it doesn't mean it's fucking true, you idiots.
Yeah, like even if you truly believe her and you follow her, that's fine. Like whatever, but you don't have to go or write a review or go there and like
Yes.
belittle the people that work there. Just don't go if you don't want to. That's fine, but you don't have to go above and beyond and shit talk people and attack them.
I disdain creators like this
So do I.
with a passion.
Reddit Deep, not the asshole, and Jesse783 said, not the asshole. You should comment back saying, hey, remember when you were too cheap to spend $1.50 to pay for your own order? I would expect an influencer to be classier. And it's like, yeah, if this is what you do and then like full time, I don't know if this is what they do full time, but $1.50 is not crazy. I know for a fact John spends more than that on some of the meals he gets.
God damn.
And then Hannah by Magnus says, definitely not the asshole. The influencer, on the other hand, is a big asshole. You could even consider reporting her for harassment. To which OP said, my boss's choice to stay silent eliminated the option to report her. I'm pretty sure he's not going to take my side. Which, that's where I will say the owner or the boss, whatever, they're
step in for your employees.
They're failing this person. Mm-hmm. It's like, you should be taking the brunt of this, either making it an official contract with this person and like either paying them in food and making it official so that your employees know, or telling her to back the fuck off. and you know what I mean? Yep. Like there's so many other ways that you could be doing this better, and you're just failing your employees.
Someone called me, I stopped by one time at a place and someone recognized me. He's like, oh, you're that one influencer. And I think veins started popping out of my head. I'm like, please don't call me that.
I mean, that is what you are, John. You technically.
It's a bad word to me and I hate it.
Well, it is people like this who, taint it for sure. Or entitled influencers. There are very good influencers, like you said off the top. It sucks when you all get thrown into a whatever you call it, all into the same basket.
I mean, that's true. Just like male podcasters, you know what I'm talking about?
White male podcasters. I hit a niche where when someone asks me what I do, I have to go, podcasting. I promise it's not problematic.
I don't even like telling people what I do for a living. I just like, I work in a media agency.
As a content creation or video editor, one of those two, usually.
Like, oh, shit.
All right, let's move on to the next one here, John. Posted by a throwaway account on Am I Overreacting? This one's titled, Am I overreacting over a friend showing up to my house late when he knew my wife was alone?
Low key, not overreact. I mean, high key, not overreacting. That sets a dangerous precedent, in my opinion.
So I'm 37 male. My wife is 26 female. That's a pretty big age gap. Technically, not illegal. I just got home from my business trip. I was in Chicago from Tuesday night to Thursday night. A friend of mine, 45 male, showed up at my door at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday night. He knew I was gone, and he also knew my wife was completely alone. This guy has always been nice to us, but I will say my wife has told me a few times she felt like he treated her differently when I wasn't around. Neither of us thought much about it at the time. I spoke to him through the camera, and he was acting a bit weird. Seemed startled when my voice came through, said he forgot I was away and was coming to see if I wanted to have a beer. Now, he didn't ring my doorbell, and it almost looked like he was jiggling the doorknob. I actually had to tell him to leave. He kept looking behind him and over to the side. I almost think he was trying to see through a small part of our window to see if the lights were on or to try and see if she was coming. I never had to call the police because he left, but I didn't feel good about it either. So I called my wife and told her not to answer. I can check to make sure all the doors are locked, and I did. I didn't sleep all night over this and was checking the cameras nonstop, checking our bedroom to make sure she was okay. I then flew home early. I was supposed to be there until 11 p.m. on Thursday, but got an early flight, so I was home before dark. I thought it was really odd. We live in the same gated community. My wife and I see him around quite often, and I talked to him hours before I left for Chicago. He asked if she was going to be all alone. Normally she's not alone, but she's having migraines for a new medication and wanted to stay at home and relax. So I didn't think much of it at the time and just said yes. He said, "Oh, well, if she needs anything, we're just down the street." So he definitely knew he was gone.
Yeah, damn.
This man has never ever showed up at my door. I went to talk to him when we got back, and he was weird about it again and changed his story. Like I said, that night, he told me he wanted to have a beer at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, but when I talked to him in person, he was saying he heard a bunch of sirens and came down to check on her because she was alone. Everyone thinks I'm being overly dramatic because he left after I told him to. I personally think the entire thing is sketchy, and I don't trust him in the slightest anymore. We were already planning on moving, but I'm ready to get out of this neighborhood over this. Honestly, there's not much I can do about it, obviously, at this point, other than get her away. I can get pretty protective over her, and I've definitely overreacted in the past, but this is killing me. I don't use Reddit, so apologies if I did anything wrong, just wanted to post here. Friends and family are acting like I'm insane. So am I overreacting?
No, hell no. And kudos to you for actually going back early to make sure that your wife is safe. And
Yeah.
it seemed like your wife already had a gut feeling that neighbor was kind of sketchy already. And you gotta trust your gut, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that nothing happened. They didn't like at least the door was locked, so that way they couldn't go in. Who knew what fucking malicious intent that they had, during that time? Because like what Josh pointed out, it sounded premeditated. Because backtracking with the story, saying like, "Oh, trying to have a beer with you 11." First of all, bitch, don't knock on my door at 11 p.m. Actually, don't even knock on my door ever. If I want business with you, if I want to hang out, text me.
Yeah.
I need a fucking at least 3 to 5 business days to know that we're doing something or hanging out together out of the whim at 11 p.m. when I'm supposed to go night. You got me. I would have slapped the shit out of you. Fucking woke me up at 11 p.m. Ask me for hell no. I just hope that one, cut contact with all the people calling you underreacting, because at the end of the day, your responsibility is making sure that your wife is safe, your whole family is safe. I don't know what the whole situation about you being overprotective in the past. I'm gonna try to look past that a little bit, but I would cut off ties with the people who say you're overreacting, and two, don't even engage with this neighbor anymore because they might try to find out where you're moving next, and that might not be a safe thing.
Yeah. I think the only place you fucked up was, you had the gut feeling before, and then you're talking to him that, the week before you leave and let him know that
Yeah.
your wife's alone. That seems like a red flag, even if it's like, it would have to be like a friend or something like that, like an actual true friend of mine. This is just a neighbor. Why would you tell them that? I would never tell my
Yep.
neighbors that. I would be like, no, her sister's coming or something, like something like that. I'd make some shit up. Because why would you tell a random person that, your wife is alone? That seems like a terrible idea. On top of that, you already had weird feelings about this person. Well, I'm at a loss of words why you would ever do that. So, yeah, that goes for everyone, not just specifically this, but really make sure it's someone you trust and someone who's a good friend. If you're telling them that kind of stuff, don't just tell a random neighbor. That's my recommendation. But I agree with you. I don't think overreacting. It's clearly like he wasn't ringing the doorbell. He was jiggling the knob. It's 11 p.m. on a Wednesday after he specifically asked you if your wife was going to be alone. It lines up to being his intentions were not pure. So
Agreed.
yeah.
Even let's say like what Juliet and I do if let's say we're flying somewhere, we're taking an Uber, and what we do is we usually like wait for Uber, one, like 3 to 4 houses down where we're getting picked up, and then two, I pretend, or one of us pretend to go on the phone and say, "Oh my gosh, can you check if I turned off the stove? I know you're not gonna be back until like later on tonight." And then we make up names like, "Hey, is
Yeah.
Bobby gonna be here later?" or some shit like that. So that way it's like, oh, that house is not empty. Just
Right.
it's just little precautions like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that might be overkill, but I agree where it's like you should, you know,
You just never know
not a
sometimes.
lot. Yeah, you could set like timers on your lights or something like that to go on and
Oh, we
off
do for
certain
sure.
times. Yeah, exactly. If you're leaving your house alone, but yeah, I think being cautious is a good idea. And Reddit deemed not overreacting. California Hell said that is not a friend. That is a man with bad intentions pretending to be a friend to get information out of you for when he can act upon those bad intentions. Don't ignore your or your wife's gut feeling. Never tell him or anyone other than maybe family when you'll be out of town or when your wife will be alone. And anyone thinking you're overreacting is a fool. He only left because he got caught. It's like, yeah, I don't understand the family and friends being like, oh, you're overreacting, dude. It's like
Yeah, what the fuck?
a random person shows up at my house at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday when my wife's alone. I'm underreacting. I'm not beating the shit out of him. That's underreacting. That's just what an insane take.
I would even save the fucking if they have a video of him trying to jam up the door.
Yeah,
I'll just send that shit to the cops. To be honest.
exactly. It truly baffles me that people are like, you're overreacting, which maybe is more telling of how you were in the past because you did say that you overreact at certain points. This one, I would say you're not being overprotective.
Yeah.
This is a situation where you should be concerned.
Maybe his family is just like, you did some bunch of dumb shit in the past, so maybe decide. That's why I was like, what did you do for them to think of you that way?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Who knows? Just insane. All right, John, let's get to this one. This one has a bunch of updates here. It's posted
Ooh.
by Magic Man 1000, and the title is, "Am I the asshole for selling my Nintendo Switch?"
Nah, it's yours. Do whatever you want with it.
Also, huge shout out to Sienna who organized a bunch of people putting together money for me to get the Nintendo Switch 2. Been playing the shit out of Pokopia.
Oh, sick!
She got it for me and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I thought about it and I was like, fuck, I'm not going to have time in like a month to do anything on this. So I was like, I got to get the time in now.
Dude, Juliet loves that game.
Such a good game, dude. Overwhelming, but it's a great game. Because I'm like, there's
Yeah.
so much to do.
There was this mini game though. She's like, I need help. I can't get the rhythm for the jump rope.
Oh, the
Pokopia. I'm
Bulbasaur
like,
jump rope. Yeah. Great
I
game.
got that shit. I got a bunch of fucking parts from that
Hell
I'm locked in. I'm like, I found out the rhythm. This is cool.
Tip, when he does the music sign, that's when you should click the jump button.
Yeah, for the first 10. And then when
it gets,
he has the rush and then it'll slow down when he's like exhausted.
Yeah.
Oh man, that shit is fun.
All right. So I, 22 male, and my fiance, 23 female, got an apartment a few months ago. So far, everything has been okay. We were struggling to pay for rent, but we've been able to manage to pay all of our bills. We do live paycheck to paycheck despite us both working nearly 40 hours a week. So last year, when the new Nintendo Switch OLED came out, I bought myself one. I don't use it anymore, but my fiance plays it nearly every single day. I didn't care because my mom had gotten me a PS5 as a housewarming gift. I usually play on that when I have spare time. Since September is coming up, I realized I was about $200 short on my part of rent. I was short because I ended up splurging a little too much on food. I couldn't think of a way to make the $200 before the next week until I realized my old Switch I never play. I took it and a few games and sold it to GameStop. I had gotten the $200 I needed for rent, plus a few extra to get me and my fiance some dinner. Later that night, when my fiance got home from work, she went into the bedroom to shower. After we ate, she asked where the Switch was because she couldn't find it. I told her what I had done and she stopped eating. She said, "Are you serious?" I told her, "Yeah, I did it because I needed it for us to pay rent." She had a confused and hurt look on her face as she pointed to my PS5 in the living room and said, "So if I cannot make my part of rent, I should just sell this?" And I said, "No, that's a gift from my mom. The Switch is mine. I bought it myself. So it wasn't yours to begin with, and I can sell my stuff if I want." After I said this, she got up from the table without finishing her dinner and went into the bedroom. I thought I heard crying, but I couldn't really tell. Just like, if you heard crying, why didn't you go comfort her or anything? Just ignore it? Okay.
Mhm.
It didn't make sense to me why she was so upset. It was my thing. I was just letting her use it. She told me she wanted to go stay with her mom to think, which, think about what? I told her whatever, and she left. I don't think I'm the asshole here because I did what I had to so that we could pay rent. But I'm starting to feel guilty because my fiance is really upset. So am I the asshole?
Oh, hell yeah. You're the I'm gonna say you're an asshole for 2 reasons off the top
Oh,
of my head.
okay.
First reason, you traded in GameStop, you dumbass. Why'd you do that? You know they
You could make so much more money on like
You could make so much
Marketplace.
money. Yeah, you could have just sold that on Marketplace or some shit. I
Yeah.
don't know. GameStop, you probably got like $2 in store credits, probably what you got for the damn Switch,
Probably.
unfortunately. And two, you knew. You knew from the jump that was something that your girlfriend liked to enjoy, and they used it frequently. Are you right that it's yours? Yeah. But it's just one of those situations where it's like, that's also her reprieve from the real world. You know, you have your PS5, she just happens to have the Switch that it seems like she uses a lot. If you had had the conversation, which I don't think you're mature enough to have the conversation to begin with,
No.
you could have said like, "Hey, babe, I am a little short on the for the rent this month. The only thing that I can think of that I can sell at the moment that can make us, be clear for the rent is selling the Switch. Are you okay with that?" Give her the autonomy to be like, "Hey, you know what? I understand. Let's do what we got to do to survive." As someone who's been there, sold a bunch of shit before we couldn't make rent in the past, you have to make sacrifices, but you have to start with that conversation. And it seems like he doesn't anyways because one, I don't know if she was crying or not. Bitch, you should fucking know if your girlfriend's crying, you dumbass. And two, when she's like, "Hey, I gotta think about things. I'm gonna go stay with my family here." She's like, "Okay, whatever." You don't even have the fucking gall to have that conversation, you fucking idiot. Yes, you're
Yeah.
100% the asshole in this scenario.
Yeah, I agree with 100%. It's just like, you knew that she used it very frequently. It was like with my Switch. I barely played my Switch originally, but during COVID and for a little bit afterwards, Sienna played like it was basically hers. So like that, I couldn't even imagine just her coming home one day and being like, "Yeah, I sold it." Well, like that's all her like her Animal Crossing island, like all of that shit. Like she didn't even have time to back it up or anything like that. Like just selling it on her. That's crazy to me. And this is also a point where it's like, your fiancés at this point. You're planning on getting married. That's like, you have a discussion about finances, anything over $100 probably. Like that's something you have a conversation with, especially if it's like you're struggling to pay rent. You know what I mean? Like it's something you work together on and you talk about finances and you're open about that. I will say I learned this the hard way, not to this degree, but one time our TV broke or something like that, and without thinking about it, I just bought a new one. And Sienna's like, "Did you just buy that without telling me?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, we needed one." And this is like, we weren't struggling to pay rent or anything like that, so we were fine. But she was like, "Oh, that's something you should probably run by me before you do that." And I was like, "You know what? I didn't even think about that, but you're right. I should have." And I apologized for that. Because it's just like, that was my first, long-term serious, like,
Mhm.
talk about financials relationship. And I was like, "Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's on me." You know what I mean? That's something I should definitely do going forward. So yeah, dude, you're definitely the asshole for this. And Reddit did deem asshole. And there were some updates and edits, like I said.
Ooh.
So, edit number 1. I did not tell my fiance I was behind on rent because I didn't think it was her business to know I was going to be behind. Our own money is our own business. She doesn't tell me about her finances, and I don't tell her about mine. Also, we had an SD card on the Switch, which I have kept if she ever wants to buy her own Nintendo Switch. Oh, what an incredible. Our money is our. You're getting married, dog. Like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I mean, I get. Me and Julia are like that. Like our own money is our own money. But at the end of the day, it's like
Have
we're
a
still very
conversation.
transparent about our finances. Like, hey, this is how much we need to contribute a month to keep the household running. If I'm short, I'm gonna let you know, and vice versa. We'll cover each other.
Right, exactly. It's crazy to be like, "Oh, I was in a tough spot. I did not communicate it to my wife or
It's
fiance."
stupid
I,
as fuck.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine doing that. That's crazy. Edit number 2. I want to say thank you to the people saying I'm not the asshole and seeing my side. Without doing this, we could have possibly been late for rent, and worst case, we get evicted. I do hate seeing my fiance upset, and I plan to take her to dinner soon to make up for it. She is more than welcome to play on my PS5 if she wants, because I have no intention of selling it. There is not much of an update between me and her. She is still at her mom's house, and I've been at my house playing on the PS5 all day. But you guys are right. I probably should have told her beforehand. This was my mistake. Also, I disagree with the quote, "What's mine is yours." Does that mean her makeup is mine? No, it's not mine, and I never sell her belongings or use it without permission. It's like, whoa, what a difference.
Now you're just being fucking dense.
Yeah.
At this point.
To which I will say, I went to the original post. There was not many, not the assholes.
They're
it was
nitpicky
mostly
for sure.
you're the asshole.
Yeah.
And from Virgo 16 said, "You're the asshole. Yes, it was your Switch, but you knew your fiance used it regularly and really enjoyed it. It sounds like there may have been other options for finding the money. The least you could have done was at least talk to your fiance first and let her know what you were thinking of doing. It sounds like you truly don't care about her feelings at all." Which I will say, that was majority. So him saying thank you to the not the assholes is ignoring most of the comments.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of info here. Says, "I did not ask her if she wanted to buy it beforehand because I honestly didn't think of it. Why would she give me $200 for it when she has to pay half the rent too? It doesn't make sense. Should I have offered it to a family member? Probably yes. That's my mistake too." It's like, now you're missing the point.
Yeah, oh my God. No, you dumbass. The whole thing of you telling her like, hey, I might be short on rent. She could be like, hey, I got extra. I'll fucking cover for you this month. Pay me back later. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Or at least let her have the autonomy to be like, you know what? I love the Switch, but it's like, we're in a tough spot. We do have to sell it.
Yes.
But that's a decision you make together.
Yes.
Edit 3. My fiance finally got home at around 8:45. She had a new Nintendo Switch in her hand. I asked her how she got it and where she got it, and she told me it's none of my business. I told her she could have possibly spent the rent money, and she said, "Don't worry about how I got it." I'm scared she spent the rent money on it, and I don't know what to do. Oh, so now that she's not telling you her finances, that bothers you.
Now the turntables, huh? The switch up is funny now, huh, bitch?
Yeah. There we go. Final update. After my fiance went into the bedroom with the Switch, I followed her and still asked where she got it. When she didn't answer, I asked her if she spent the rent money. She said no, she had it, but I told her I didn't believe her. I kept pressing till she ended up crying. She packed her bag, including the Switch, and said she would send me the rent money later before it's due. She left, and I don't know where she went. She left her engagement ring as well. I'm really upset she just left me like this over a Nintendo Switch. I'm scared she's going to leave.
She already left.
I think she already left.
You idiot.
I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. The apartment is in my name, so legally I am the one responsible. I can't afford it myself. I'm at a loss for words.
You're going to be also a loss at home. It's what's going to happen to you.
Yeah. Also, it's not that I'm immature or need communication. I just feel like she needs to worry about rent, making dinner, and having the house clean before she worries about a Nintendo Switch. We had the agreement that she would do all of that if I were to work extra, which I have. So her getting mad about me selling my things is ridiculous. If she went and sold her makeup or whatever items that belong to her to make rent, then I wouldn't care. I wish she would open her eyes and realize it wasn't a big deal. And to those who are commenting about how I said it's not my business, but I kept hounding her about the Switch she bought, I ended up finding out she used her part of the rent to buy the Switch, which makes me mad. She has no rent money because she wasted it on the system that we could eventually get later on when we had the money.
Oh, I'm about to go ham on your bitch ass right now. You want a partner with traditional values. You want them to stay at home, make you dinner, clean the house, and you're supposed to provide. You can't even pay rent, you broke bitch. Get your money up.
Oh, dude, it is. You are immature, and you do need communication. That is how relationships work. And you are just missing the fucking point. Also, it is ironic that you were like, I need to know where she got the Switch from and where she got those funds from. Because it's like, well, you didn't share any of your half, so why do you expect her to share her half? Also, she's not living there anymore, so it is your responsibility to pay rent. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you could have just communicated to her and talked about her like we said, and you could have come into a resolution together. But instead, you just ignored her feelings, and then just downplayed everything. So I don't know, dude.
She gone. Not a single ounce of any like, oh shit, I fucked up, or oh my god. Not even a single synapse is firing in your brain thinking that like, man, this might have been my freaking fault. You dumbass. You deserve to be alone.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe when you grow up a little bit, you can understand.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to sell your PS5 to make rent, you idiot.
You'd never do that, Sean. Trigger warning for loss of life. So if that's something you don't want to listen to, skip on ahead. Let's move into this one here, which might be our last one, depending on how long it goes. It's cross-posted by Penguin748 on our subreddit. And the title is, Am I the asshole for telling my wife my mother is correct and that she needs to be a parent, and today she fucked it up?
I feel like I'm so jaded with Reddit because we have a bunch of mama's boys in this subreddit. So because of my past experience and trauma with this, I'm gonna go asshole.
Okay. I also did fuck up reading the title, but I'll try again here.
You're good.
So, am I the asshole for telling my wife my mother is correct and she needed to be a parent today and she fucked it up?
Okay.
All right. So I am waiting in the airport and I need to know if I fucked up or not. This week, my daughter, she's in middle school, lost a classmate. My daughter has not taken it well, and overall, this is her first experience of someone she knows dying. The whole class is excused from school today, and the funeral is happening right now. I unfortunately could not be there. I tried, but my PTO was denied, and we cannot lose this job. I flew out on Wednesday night, and I'm coming back now. Our daughter is a mess. She was friends with the girl that passed away. The plan was for my wife, in brackets she's unemployed at the moment, to take her to the funeral/mass and just be there. My wife is more spiritual than the average person and hates all things with the dead, funerals, viewings, and so on. This one is only a mass funeral, so no viewing. She believes in ghosts and will avoid funerals like the plague. We discussed it on Wednesday, and she said she would take our kid and then go to the gravesite. I got a call from my daughter, sobbing that she wasn't going to the funeral. My wife was refusing to take her. When I got her to answer my call, she told me she can't do it and she's scared to go. I called my mom and asked her to pick up my daughter and take her to the funeral. My mom left work and took her, and they are there now. I got a call from my wife after, and she was crying because my mom tore her a new one. The gist was that my mom called her a bad parent and that it's so fucked up that she couldn't take her kid to the funeral of a classmate. She wanted me to make my mom apologize, and I told her my mom was right, that this is something that our daughter needed and she really fucked up, that she wasn't acting like a parent because of her fear of the dead. All she needed to do was stay through the mass. We got into a huge phone call argument, and she is calling me a huge dick. My mom is apparently getting texts also, and I told her not to let our daughter know that we were fighting and if she could look after her for a day, and she agreed. So am I the asshole?
Oh, I'm gonna go with not the asshole here because, obviously we're the expert of being parents in this podcast now,
Yes.
Josh. It's you and I. Our fucking opinions are one that matter the most. Who the fucking cares?
Yeah,
about
we're
this
clearly
guy's
adults.
about
Look
to
at our
have a
shirts.
Baby, right? You know what I'm saying? I have a fucking, Monsters Inc. shirt. Josh got werewolves on his shirt. We're
Yeah,
mature. We're adults.
mature.
But in this specific scenario, I think I do agree with OP. That, at the end of the day, even though like you have those fears and you have those things that possibly give you anxiety, it's your kid. Your kid asks you to be there. Your kid asks you to step up. They're obviously mourning a loss of a friend. It is especially difficult in that age to even, they're teenagers. They probably know the concept of death, but still, no one should ever have to experience that, having to
No.
go through that, especially someone close. I would have been more sympathetic, to be honest, if instead of the mom agreeing, like immediately, like, yeah, I'll take her.
Initially,
If
yeah.
she could have just,
yeah.
if she could have just gone to like the mother-in-law initially, and with, of course, with the husband presenting that there too, being present there too, saying like, hey, as a mom, I'm fucking uncomfortable with all these deaths. Is there any way, like, maybe you could possibly take her and then I'll take my daughter to, like, get something nice for her so that way, she feels a little bit better afterwards. I think that would have been a more appropriate move, and I would have been more on the mom's side if, like, the mother-in-law keeps calling her an asshole. It's like, all right, well, she's fucking, still putting her daughter's needs above her. It's just like
Yeah.
that's her situation and she's asking for support. But I think the mom led on, we're like, yeah, I'll take her. And then kind of pulled the rug on her daughter, which I think it's incredibly fucked up to do.
Yeah, it's exactly what you said. Incredibly fucked up. Like your daughter is going through like one of the worst things you can go through. As a middle schooler, like you just want your parents there to support you through that. It sounds like they only have one job, so her dad couldn't be there, and you promised to be there. You promised to take her to the funeral, take her to the mass or the grave afterwards. If you couldn't do that, like John said, make plans beforehand. Don't promise that because your daughter's not going to forget that. That's something you let her down in that moment that she needed you. And, is it the mom's place to get involved? Maybe not, but she's not wrong. You did let your daughter down. You were a bad parent.
Yeah.
Like I get fears. Those are real things, but prepare for that. Be ready for that. Plan ahead. Get therapy so that if this happens again, you can be better equipped to deal with your own fears and be there for your daughter. Because that's a tough thing to not be there for her. Like John said, you could have planned to have the mother-in-law take her or your mother, whoever, take her instead. And then you could have, gone for ice cream after and comforted her after that. There was ways to go about this and you did it the complete wrong way.
That's the thing. I think it's the lack of, like the promise is the one that's killing me. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's like, your daughter is not in a good headspace at this point. Like she just, like what Josh is saying, she needed a rock. She needed someone to be there. And yeah, there will be situations where, like, hey, there are some things I'm not comfortable with doing, or it's like, prepare. Like I feel like we're judging the mom pretty hard here, but like as a parent, that's the job you signed up for. You need to do sometimes. You need to be uncomfortable to make sure your kids are safe at times or feel like they're being listened to. So it's I like what you said, Josh. Like, it's the mom. Is it the mom's place to fucking be this involved about it? But I think they're looking at it as like, all right, I'm just looking for the interest of my grandkid right now at this point.
Yeah, and like the question is OP the asshole? It's like, no, he's not the asshole because
No.
he expected his wife to, be there for his child when he couldn't be. And yeah, that's tough. And Reddit agreed and said, not the asshole. Tall Cookie said, not the asshole. Your wife let her own feelings get in the way of her daughters. As a parent, she needs to get used to doing things that might make her uncomfortable for the sake of her child's mental health and well-being. Your wife let your daughter down today, and your daughter isn't going to forget that her mother wasn't there for her. They both need therapy. Your daughter, because losing a friend at that age is absolutely traumatizing, and your wife, because her fear of death/ghosts led her to traumatizing your daughter even more. Which, yeah, that's a great recommendation. Your daughter definitely probably needs to get therapy for that. Just to even talk to someone about the actual situation, and then also like losing a friend. So, Miss Honey in our comments said, a child does not forget this. My mother got a call in the morning that my dad was not doing well, and if we wanted to say goodbye, we should be there. I wanted to see him so bad. I wanted to hold his hand and tell him I loved him, but my mother refused. I was just a kid and had nobody else to ask for a ride to the hospital to say goodbye. We got a phone call at 4 a.m. that my dad had passed away. I loved my mom, but there is deep hurt and resentment attached to her. Even after she is gone, I still feel it.
Damn.
Preventing your child from, saying goodbye to a friend or their father or something like that, like just a horrible thing to do to someone, especially someone you're supposed to be their rock, like you said, be there for them. I can't imagine not being there.
Hopefully the daughter is okay. Hopefully OP's relationship's okay. So the commenter, my God, hope you're okay too.
Yeah. All right, John, I think we got a time for one more before we hit the Patreon. Are you ready for this one? Cross-posted by Stormbreaker 021.
Oh, yeah.
Title for this one is, am I the asshole for taunting my sister with the fact that she wasn't the only person my late boyfriend cheated on me with?
What the fuck? Hey!
Yep.
I'm gonna go with no, just because this is some juicy ass shit that I want to listen to.
I will say there is loss of life in this one as well, but
Yeah, but
he was a piece of shit.
Right?
So I feel there's less need for a trigger warning on this one. But if
no
you want to skip it, you
needed
can.
for this.
All right. So when my boyfriend, 24 male of 3 years, died 6 months ago, I, 22 female, was devastated to find out my sister, 24 female, had been sleeping with him together behind my back for months. She told our brother, 19 male, for support, but instead of supporting her, he told me, then supported me through it. That's a good-ass brother. My sister told me I couldn't hate her because they were in love and I needed to understand she was grieving and had every right to grieve. I said, fuck her grief and fuck her. And I told her she had no right, and the more she grieved openly, the more she exposing herself to being a disgusting, untrustworthy asshole who sleeps with her own sister's boyfriend. My sister's friends found out about it, and most turned their back on her because they didn't trust her with their boyfriends. Fair enough if she's willing to sleep with her sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
A month ago, I found out, thanks to my late boyfriend's brother, that my boyfriend wasn't just cheating with my sister. There were at least 5 other girls and maybe more. He even had a kid with someone and never told anyone, not even his family. Jesus.
What the fuck?
His brother only found out because he was going through his phone and accounts. This might sound weird, but I was relieved. It was easier for me to find out he was just a shitty cheater and not that he might actually loved my sister. That made it easier for me to find comfort because I have struggled ever since he died with everything. But my sister has still been playing the victim, and I have hated that. I didn't speak to her for months, but when I found out about the other girls, I wanted to make sure she knew she wasn't special. And they didn't have something special because she wasn't even the only girl he was with those last months. So I sent her the screenshots and emailed her even more, and I told her she could stop crying and playing the victim because she wasn't the great love of his life like she thought. I know I was mean, but I don't think I did anything wrong. My sister does, and my mom seems to be torn. My dad and brother are 100% supporting me and think I was fair. My mom wishes we could just try and get back and that I could have stopped myself from intentionally trying to hurt my sister. She told me taunting her seemed cruel and that my sister hurt too. But how do we ever get back to being sisters if we keep hurting each other? So am I the asshole?
Hell no. As a matter of fact, ask your sister, you're grieving so much. Do you want to join him?
I can make that happen. Romeo and Juliet style.
we can make that happen. There's plenty of space inside that coffin, baby girl. If you want to join, fucking Titanic style, Jack can scoot, or Jack has space.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can find a room.
I mean, at this point, I'm like, one, what I would suggest to OP, get tested, please. Just for your safety, or just for your peace of mind, knowing that you're not carrying any diseases, because this fuck boy over here like went ahead and slept with anyone, and he has a fucking kid that he possibly didn't know or abandoned. That's some shitty ass fucker right there. Yeah, get tested first and foremost. 2, who gives a damn? Just because you're blood, just because you're relatives, your sister, doesn't mean shit. I mean, It didn't mean anything to her, because she would stab you behind your back and fucking put it all over your face that like, hey, oh my God, I was the love of his life. Well, he's no longer alive. All right? Continue to make fun of your sister. Or just cut her. If you want peace, you don't want that beef, just cut her off of your life. She don't deserve you.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Crazy of the mom to think that this can go, you can just sweep this under the rug. It's like, how fucking dare you? What do you mean? She did something absolutely unforgivable, and it's my right to decide when I forgive her, if I ever do. Which, if that was me, that would take forever to forgive that. Shout out to your brother and dad who are just like, nah, what she did was fucked up. She deserves this. Like that, those are good family members, and your brother for telling you as well. No, I think she needed a reality check. She's not special, and I think she needed to hear that because she clearly thinks she can get away with whatever she wants. So, yeah, good on you for exposing her, and I'm glad her friends are aware of her bullshit. Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Beck943 said, You're not the asshole. And since your sister knew she was helping your boyfriend cheat on you, you have every right to get a little comeuppance and say things she doesn't like. That said, I would suggest talking to a therapist because you obviously can't get closure from the BF and you deserve to figure things out and move on to hopefully a healthy relationship with someone new. And you can figure out later if you ever want to trust your sister again. Good luck.
Yeah, I agree.
That is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you want 2 bonus stories, go to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network, where John gets the final one correct. He guesses correctly.
Ooh, I've been wrong a lot.
He was sweating.
Today, fuck me.
You can join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network or our YouTube membership program. Links are in the description. If you want to support us but don't want to monetarily support us, you can give us a like, subscribe, write a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen. We appreciate that as well.
Sean doesn't. He just wants the money.
That's true. That is true. Sorry. I did have a birthday present for you, John. Unfortunately, we can't use it until Sean comes back. But I wanted you to know I got you a new button.
Daddy? Yes! Let's go! Oh, we gotta use that for him.
I know.
He's not gonna listen to this. So next time he's on, you know how we introduce ourselves, right? I'm like, oh hey, I'm with my boys today, Josh and Daddy. We got this. We're gonna get him, and it's gonna piss him off.
I'm so excited, and I knew you would enjoy that. So everyone, wish John a happy birthday down in the comments. Say happy birthday to our octogenarian, and we appreciate you.
No, I'm 96. Remember that.
What is that one?
What do you even call past octo?
Nonagenarian?
Nonagenarian?
I don't know. Well, I'm trying to go with 9. Someone let us know in the comments as well with the happy birthday.
Yeah.
But is there anything you want to shout out before we end the episode, John?
Redditonwikishop.com. Redditonwikishop.com. Something's there. And half of the profits is going to go to some charity.
We don't know what.
That's it.
But we appreciate your support. All right. Well, thank you, John, for coming on and giving your takes today. We appreciate that. And thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. We'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Get therapy.